Hi and welcome to the market wrap for the month of May. Paul Sibley from the Buxton Real Estate Group. I hope you've had a great month so far. Lots and lots of things happening out there in the marketplace. We've just come through another record month for the month of May. 56 sales for the month for the local area. Really phenomenal month. What's really been driven by lack of supply throughout the local area. Lots and lots of demand, and we're actually seeing volcano auctions. What's a volcano auction? We're talking about 3 and 4 bidders per auction as opposed to 1 or 2. So it's certainly above the norm, and it's certainly driving prices throughout the area. Well, what else is happening out there in the marketplace? We're coming into the winter period, so typically certainly an area of lower supply, but what we're finding at the moment is there are a lot of people that have missed out on recent auctions. So if you are considering selling, it could be a great time to capitalise on that huge demand. Whether it's through the private sale process or through an auction, certainly a good reason to capitalise on the pre-spring market. And I'm certainly thinking that owners that do that will capitalise on the market that we know that is now. A sweet spot with interest rates as well. So we're finding that investors, downsizers and families looking to upgrade are certainly capitalising on what's happening out there at the moment. A couple of standout sales to talk about throughout the month of May. We've had 2 real standout marketplaces. We've had Moorabbin and Hyatt. They're really the driving forces throughout the area. In Moorabbin, we saw a couple of very large land sales, one in 12 William Street, Moorabbin for $1,060,000, and that sold prior to auction. And in Barilla Road, number 1 Barilla Road, which was a 900 square metre plus land allotment, and that sold for $1.262 million. So there's certainly a lot of development happening through there and a lot of people looking to capitalise in terms of resales and what's happening throughout the growing area with the local development really pushing through. The other market there in Hyatt, we saw 34 Marchant Street, a beautiful weatherboard family home, sold for $1.435 million. And back to Moorabbin, we looked at our house of the week when I spoke to you last, which was 14 Linton Street. That had 6 bidders and sold for $735,000, some $130,000 above reserve price. So fantastic thing happening out there in the marketplace. That property was bought by a downsizer, certainly seeing the value coming into the Moorabbin market. Hyatt, as we said before, is really being driven by the buyers being pushed down to the Sandringham and the Hampton marketplace. So what we're seeing there is affordability, getting into homes that are selling for $300,000, $400,000 less than their neighbouring suburbs. Wanted to speak to you this month about bidding strategies at auction. I think with the heat out there in the marketplace, it's really a nervy time for some buyers as far as coming along to auction day, what to expect, and what are the strategies that you might be able to use. So as an auctioneer myself, I can tell you very much that there's a lot of heat and a lot of people out there that are coming along and they're actually being blown out of the water. What are a couple of the key things that you can do coming along to auctions? Well, I'd certainly be prepared in the lead up. So those 4 or 5 weeks of the campaign, getting all your ducks in a row, making sure your finance is in place, making sure if you've needed to do a building and pest inspection, do that with plenty of time to have before the auction. Don't rush that in a couple of days before auction day. If a property is selling prior to auction as well, you'll probably be notified by your agent and you need to be able to act fast in that situation should you wish to put your hat in the ring and make an offer as well prior to auction. At auction day, there is a frenzy, there's a lot of activity, so really try not to get caught up in that. It is hard when you fall in love with a home, certainly trying to put your best foot forward, but try to come along with a predetermined limit and really stick to that. If it does go beyond that, there will be other properties coming on. But really what we're talking about at auction is if you're gonna bid, make it look like you're not gonna stop. There really is a perception that if you're looking someone else, another bidder in the eyes, and they just look like they're gonna keep going, sometimes it does intimidate and you just stop for the sake that you think they're gonna keep going. They might actually be on their last $1,000 bid. So keep that in mind when you're bidding. You might actually want someone there on your behalf if you're not confident enough yourself to be bidding for you, whether that's a bidder's agent or perhaps someone that you can trust and has done that before. And they'll often be able to have a strategy where they come in strong perhaps at the start or wait till it's on the market and they'll come in strong then and they'll bid up to your limit. If you do need some further advice in relation to that, please give me a call and I'm happy to talk you through some of those strategies. Well, I'm standing here in the house of the week, 17 Sandford Street in Hyatt. It's launching this Saturday, so please come along to the open for inspection. It's a wonderful 4-bedroom plus study townhouse in a wonderful street of Hyatt. I'm sure this one will go well. Please feel free to give me a call if you are interested in this sort of property. Just in wrapping up this edition of Market Wrap, we hear a lot about appraisals and market valuations out there in the marketplace. Why are they important and why should you get one done? Well, A, it can be important coming into tax time. Perhaps it's an investment property that you need to have a guide as to what is the property worth as part of your overall financial plan. And B, very importantly, you might not actually know what your home's worth. And that could be crucial in terms of your next move or perhaps downsizing as well. So if you do need an up-to-date valuation, please give me a call and I'll be happy to come through and have a quick chat in relation to that. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you out there in the marketplace. Lots of things happening coming into the cooler months. Paul Sibley from Buxton Real Estate. I'll see you around.